Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back for more Mother 3. Alright, in the last part, we woke up from our drug-induced state and found out that the last needle should be through this cave on top of a hill, but in this part we're going to go through here. Before we go in though, I would like to show that there's a graphical glitch here. As you can see, those tiles right there are on the wrong layer and they overlap your characters. It's not a glitch in the translation, it was in the original game too. I also would like to show that my characters have leveled up a bit. I got the ultimate weapon for Kumatora. As you can see, the mystical gloves there. After 54 Malkaras, this took a lot longer than I liked. But anyway, there were my levels, and Kumatora also learned Freeze Omega and Fire Omega, while Lucas learned Counter Omega. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's go through here, and same mushroom enemies as in Saturn Valley. No need to show this. Okay, I'd also like to say that I got all the front and back sprites of the enemies on Taintain Island while we were gone. God, there was a lot of lag there. While I was off camera, you know, between the last part and this one. And whoa, what is this thing? This is Unwelcome Gust. These things were called Bothersome Winds originally in the you know, beta translation, I'd assume. Whoa! Things got attacked like Master Eddie. It's a water spout. I think the water spout is counted as a fire move, much like the water spouts in Mother 2 were counted as fire moves, which is kind of weird, at least in the game's code there. A Mambo Rhythm! Yeah, whatever, that was a bit weird. Sometimes I wish these presents of music weren't in the game. I mean, seriously, I kind of would prefer it if it was just items, because the music isn't helping you any. I mean, it sounds a bit mean, though, but I just kind of wish it was like that. Alright, that was it. If you guys remember, I was telling you not to buy stuff for, Lucas, like, weapon-wise, and I... Oh, Small Bandana, that's for Duster. That's because, Lucas has a, better weapon that you can get for him than the, spiky weapon thing that you could, get back there, though, which is why I recommend not buying stuff for him. According to that Small Bandana is going to raise Duster's, defense by 11 more points. That isn't bad. Not bad at all, I'll take it. Let's just keep going through here, and whoa, I do not want to go there yet. If you haven't guessed, the needle's actually up there, and I want to take care of a few things before we go up there, because I would like to be, you know, I'd like to get these items first. And we got the Vigor Stick. That is what I was trying to get for Lucas. Alright, let's go ahead and equip that. And if you don't mind, let's go ahead and equip that. Nice. 60 more offense points, not something to sneeze at. And if you don't mind, I'm going to cut it back to where that area with the needle was, alright? See you guys in just a moment. Okay, we're back here. This should be where the needle is. You might want to save really quick before you go up there. You know, a save point, a needle, you can guess what's in between. Anyway, let's go ahead and go up here, and this looks like the barrier that Mixolydia has put up to protect the needle, as she said. Are these the barrier trio? Each one of their names is carved here. Barrier man, barrier gal, barrier dude. Are they really that strong? I guess we're about to find out! This is the barrier trio. They're actually pretty dang hard, as you can see by their little enemy bio thing right there. They're in a... What they can do is, they're a bit of unique enemies. They can only hit you with PSI attacks, so if you put up PSI shields, it's a great way to deal with them. They can change their immunities to various PK powers, so that kind of makes them a bit weird. Let's go ahead and try using the Tickle Stick on them. And then, on top of that, as you see by their bio, they have PK Starstorm. It's highlighted in red, of course, but, of course, you know, they won't use that until a certain point in the fight, alright, though, so don't worry about that. Let's see if they have a shield. Yes, they did have a shield, alright, so at least you know that now. Lower the defense, not bad. Let's go ahead and have Kumatora freeze them. Freeze Omega, nice. And, by the way, based on their pose, they can have different immunities to different skills. You might want to use Boney's Sniff Command in this fight to see what their changing immunities are, because, unfortunately, the enemy bio can't tell you that, because they really don't have a weakness. And they struck a barrier pose. Alright, now they're able to use PSI powers. I believe that they have higher defense. Let's go ahead and use a PSI counter. I believe they have higher defense when they're in their, you know, pose at the start of they were in at the start of the fight, though. But then when they are in that attack-looking pose that they're in now, they can use PSI powers. Like I said before, they can... the barrier pose made it disappear. They got an immunity to PK Freeze, dang it. That's why I said use Boney's Sniff ability whenever they change poses, because they can change their immunities. Whoop! Thunder Beta. Not bad. bad. Alright, let's go ahead and have Lucas, I suppose he can raise everybody's offense. Raising defense ain't gonna do much good though, because they're using only PK powers, so that really isn't gonna help anybody. Let's try Thunder Gamma and see what that does. Duster, you attack, and Bony Luxury Banana. Not bad. Alright, come on. God, I'm just, okay, maybe they're immune to all PK powers when they're like that. I sure don't remember it being that way, though, but, oh well. I guess I'm a noob. Yeah, I, have to admit, I guess I, haven't played it in a little while and everything, you know, or at least not this fight. Whoa. Thunder Gamma. That's some powerful stuff. Whoa! Defend to make his HP scroll slower. Kumatora, use a double jerk in yourself. Duster, you attack. Bony, you use... No, we'll use a Luxury Banana. Alright, whenever you guard your HP scrolls... No, don't use it on yourself! What the hell was I thinking? I wasn't paying attention, I guess. Whoa! Alright, not bad. At least they're getting it countered back to them. And great, Kumatora is burned. This is a tough fight. I'm not kidding. This is a tough fight. Pretty much no matter what, you are going to have at least a little bit of a tough time with this fight. Let's see. Attack. Yes, attack. Do I have any stuff? Come on, Kumatora, hurry, heal him. Thank you. And they're using PK Fire again. Great. Let's go and wait for Lucas's HP to scroll all the way back up. All right. Great. At least we're getting in a little bit of extra damage on this. God, the 4,000 HP is quite a bit in this part of the game. This is, like I said, this fight is actually pretty tough. Lucas also got Life Up Omega since the last part, though, so that'll be a good thing to have. Hopefully they'll go back into a defense opposed to Kumatora can actually hurt him. The thing I really want to use is just attack while Lucas uses Life Up Omega. Kumatora's flames went out. Nice! She's not burned anymore. Awesome. I never got burned in a fight that was long enough for me to know that, though, so I guess, yeah, no. I guess I learn something new every day. Using defense up. That is great. Well, Duster, I guess you can go ahead and lower their defense again. Thief tools, not bad. Alright. Like I said, these guys are one of the few challenging boss fights in this game. Well, I wouldn't say a few, though. But there's actually some challenging boss fights in this game, unlike Mother 2, where it's just a cakewalk. And the counter vanished. Dang. Alright, I guess we'll renew it. It's good to have the counters up, you know, for a little bit of extra damage. Really, I don't use the counters, like, for pretty much the rest of the game besides this fight. It's just kind of cool to have for this fight, and that's really about it. Now, when they get weak... Let's see if I can call this. I get the feeling they're getting pretty weak right here. And I didn't mean to do PSI shield again, though, but now, well. At least I reinforced the shield, because it was probably going to go away next turn anyway. And these we get Thunder, which shields do not protect against, unfortunately. And why the hell did you hit Lucas twice? That isn't fair. Yeah, I'm kidding. But yeah, seriously, I, just recording this before going to bed for college in the morning. I really am loving college. Hopefully I can encourage you guys to attend college, too, if you have not already. Alright, good. Oh, that was actually pretty good timing with the healing. It, like, healed, like, right where I was at 191 HP. Jeez. Ah, God. Come on, are you gonna die soon? Oh, great! Oh, great! Thank God I had the counter up. Life up. Kumatora, you're actually being the designated healer. Who would have thought? Alright, now I get the feeling they're pretty low right now. I kind of wish I had a visual aid telling me how much HP they have, though, but I'm just kind of having to, like, roughly estimate in my head, which I really suck at doing when I'm not close. Ah! They dropped the barrier pose. Not bad. Oh, God! They're concentrating! That's not good! When it says they're concentrating, you want to be really careful, okay? I actually would recommend, if you got any party members that are getting kind of weak, you're going to want to heal them on this turn. Don't. Trust me, you're gonna be sorry. Come on. Luxury Banana. Alright. Heal Bony. Bony. Let's see here. Everything. Sprinting Bomb. Let's go ahead and use that. Alright, next turn, they're gonna use something powerful. As you would have guessed. Here it comes. It's coming. PK Starstorm! Yes, they have PK Starstorm. They are the first enemies in this game that have that. They need to charge up for a turn before they can use it, but yeah, they got that at their disposal though. So they only use it when they're getting weak. Okay, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about it attacking you throughout the fight. All right, good. You're gonna want to have, of course, you know, would be a good idea to have Life of Omega just because of that though, because this fight is pretty tough if you can't heal off the damage from PK Starstorm effectively and really fast. So, all right, come on. Whoa! Oh jeez! Didn't have enough strength left for it! Haha, they're out of PP! Awesome! They should be dying any second now.